GoLocal Live. I'm Josh Fenton, CEO and co-founder. It is still gloomy outside, but we've got the star of the show over at the Wilbury Theatre, the creative director and director for an upcoming play that's just about to break Thursday. Josh Short, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Josh. Great to be here.
Absolutely. So Josh, listen, we've given you, just amazing kudos for all you've been able to do over the last 3 years while sort of others were twiddling their thumbs. You've just innovated and innovative, and you have a really remarkable play that's opening Thursday night. You're directing it. You don't always direct every play. Talk about The Humans.
Well, The Humans, it is an incredible play, and we have an incredible cast assembled for it. Some of our regulars, Jim O'Brien, Rachel DeLude, are back on stage for this one, and we also have Janine Kane. This is her first show with us in an incredibly heartbreaking, beautiful role. But this is a play that won the 2016 Tony Award for Best Play, in addition to many other awards. It's written by Stephen Karam, who was a Brown student, and it was one of very few plays to make it onto Broadway, straight, brand new plays, and it's been a real joy to work on. It's about a family coming together at Thanksgiving, and it has some elements of suspense and horror that are built into it, in addition to being an incredibly funny, joyful piece. So we are just so thrilled to be able to present it here in its Rhode Island premiere.
Will there be naps and football involved in this Thanksgiving get-together?
There are no naps, but there is plenty of turkeys. So we have been working hard. Our prop team has been, making salads every night and, trying to figure out the best way to serve cranberry sauce on stage and all of that. So we're dealing with that right now.
Josh, talk about it seriously. What should people expect? What do you think the emotion's going to be when the play concludes? What's that takeaway feeling? I think every live stage play has that special moment, the thing you walk out of there, you always remember about a piece of art like this. What do you think people are going to walk out thinking?
Yeah, and this play ends with such a bang. It's really incredible. I think the audiences, when they walk in, they're going to be greeted by this 2-story apartment that we've built inside the theater. The whole play takes place inside this 2-story apartment in Chinatown, New York. And at the end of the play, I can't give away the ending, but I think audiences are going to be left feeling inspired and, like they can start anew. They can reboot their lives, as one character says. It's an incredibly inspiring piece, and I think a lot of people will recognize the characters maybe from their own family. I know that when I watch it, I think of my sisters and my parents, and I think that it's very much a family play, and family and all that entails, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's a really wonderful piece.
Does it have the fight over politics that seemed to have plagued our country over the last 5 years or so?
There's a little bit of politics, and the playwright was actually working on it just around the time, in 2016, 2015, when politics were, becoming what they are now. It seems like, but there's the no politics at the table rule through Thanksgiving, which I think every family should enforce. There's the no religion at the table rule. Again, good advice for any family, I think. So there's a lot of the way the current events of the time sort of impact, and we see it. We see all of the whole global current events reflected in this small family.
Josh, you guys, the Wilbury has moved over to the Waterfire Center. What has that meant to you in creating a very, very sort of high quality experience? It's a remarkable facility. It's the best of both worlds. It's big enough so that you can really monetize, but also it's that great intimate sort of black box experience that audiences love.
Yeah, and we are just so thrilled to be here. Being at the Waterfire Arts Center has really allowed us to focus on our work more than, at our previous spaces where we were always focused on, repairing whatever hole had appeared in the ceiling or, that sort of thing. But being able to be here and share resources and things with the people at Waterfire, and to be in this building where, we have the ability to just focus on what's important, on the work itself, and reaching out to our community, keeping things accessible. Being here, we were able to launch our pay what you can ticketing model, which is our effort to break down as many barriers as possible to the theater. So audiences are welcome to come and pay, a $5 ticket to any performance, or just make a donation of any amount of their choosing, which is a really radical thing on our part, and we've seen the community respond and come out for it.
Do those filthy rich philanthropists have a tendency to up their own ticket price per se, and
Yeah.
And make the difference?
Well, I mean, we're just so grateful to our supporters, and we are just so heartened to see that people who can afford to pay more do pay more, and people who can't pay more pay less. And it's sort of like a really encouraging embodiment of the way that we want the world to be. People chip in so that others can participate, and I think that that's a really beautiful thing. We're just so glad to be able to do that here.
Okay, and let's talk about the new secret, fantastic edition. It's cool, it's hip, it's retro, it's kind of a throwback. I get ready for Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin to come out or something like that. And
hey, maybe we are. Yeah, we've been working. We worked with with designer Sarah Osana, who's she's an interior designer. She used to design plays back when I was an actor, 20 years ago, and she's designed this lobby with us that is just so cool. We've got our bar where we serve beer and wine before the show and at intermissions. We've got a nice lounge community room area where we've been able to not just to welcome our audiences, but to loan it out to organizations like the Olneyville Neighborhood Association, the Manton Avenue Project, and let people come in and participate in the theater in that way. I mean, it's like sort of the perfect environment to both just have a cool night out at the theater, but also to allow for the kind of community building work that we're really into here.
it is super cool. There's photos of it on GoLocal now over in the Ultimate Calendar section, as well as a whole write-up on The Humans, which opens Thursday, tomorrow night. How long does it run for, Josh?
December 11th.
December 11th. So you get about 3 weeks to enjoy this. And congratulations, as always. We're always inspired by all the cool things you guys are doing, and always appreciate the opportunity to talk about it. Best of luck. We'll be over there at some point during this run to take it in. And thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate all you do for us. Thank you.
For everybody else, listen, it's redundant. I keep saying it. If you haven't gotten your booster shot, get it. You want to be able to go over to the Wilbury and enjoy the show and be nice and protected. You want to go to that PC basketball game or URI game, enjoy it. And also get your flu shot. They're stacked up like cords of wood over at Rhode Island Hospital in that emergency room. That is not a place you want to be. Get a flu shot and be nice and healthy. Thanks, everybody. Stay safe. We'll have much more on GoLocal today.